Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live, Google has fired over 50 employees for participating in political protests against the company's cloud computing contract with the Israeli government during work hours. If you work for a company and participate in political protests against the company's business dealings during work hours, what do you think is going to happen? HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before we go on, I always have to do this so everybody's on the same page here. It's important that you know who this show is for. Why? If you don't fit the following description, you're not allowed to leave a comment. At least you can't be mean. I don't care if you make fun of me as long as you get my name right and your jokes are funny. Self-actualizers are characterized by efficient perceptions of reality, the ability to judge situations correctly and honestly, alerted by the superficial and dishonest. You strive for self-fulfillment and possess unique characteristics that enable you to perceive reality accurately and engage in meaningful pursuits outside of yourself. That is who this show is for. Self-actualizers, agents of progress, making the most of our lives. This micro podcast live stream, the only one of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject, going live on X. It's not for you. If you take yourself too seriously, sweetheart, if you are a seeker, let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Got it? Today on HSRL. Uh, now listen, what would you do if you wanted to act like an idiot and lose your job? So here's the deal. We've had these protesters over at Google. They work at Google, right? They are protesting the contract that Google has with the Israeli government. Okay, they think, here's what they think. They think Israel is an apartheid state. Okay, so let's talk about that. All right, but besides that, how? Okay, so let's just get into it. Okay, you're welcome to leave a comment. All right, but they've been fired. At least 50 people have been fired for protesting during work hours at Google headquarters. Okay, so let's try something here. What would you do if you wanted to act like an idiot and lose your job? All right, this is an exercise that I learned from Charlie Munger. Okay, one mental model I learned from Charlie Munger is to invert the problem. All right, so that's why I'm asking it this way. What would you do if you wanted to act like an idiot and lose your job? Number one, be political or overly religious. Politics and religion both involve a zero-sum game, right? For your political ideology or religion to win, the other must lose. Therefore, if you want to act like an idiot and lose your job, be very vocal and demonstrative about your religious and political ideologies. Number two, be confused about the definitions of words. If you want to act like an idiot and lose your job, you should fail to understand the meaning of words. For example, the word apartheid, as defined by the American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language, 5th edition, is an official policy of racial segregation formerly practiced by the Republic of South Africa involving political, legal, and economic discrimination against non-whites. It can also be defined as a policy or a practice of separating or segregating groups. Okay, the third way it's defined is the condition of being separated from others, segregation. Now, on October 7th, 2023, the Palestinian militant group Hamas launched a massive terrorist incursion from its base in the Gaza Strip, killing approximately 1,200 Israeli civilians and soldiers. More than 200 hostages, including Israeli and foreign citizens, were also abducted and taken back to Gaza. Following the attack, the Knesset, that's the Israeli government, the Knesset approved an expanded wartime cabinet to oversee Israel's military response. Now, what events led up to this terrorist attack out of Gaza? In February 2005, an initiative by the Knesset, the Israeli government, known as the Disengagement Plan Implementation Law, was implemented in August 2005 and completed in September 2005. 8,000 Jewish settlers from the 21 settlements in the Gaza Strip were evicted, giving away the land for free to the same group of people who would rape and murder Israelis on October 7th, 2023, taking at least 162 hostages. Now, it's helpful not to promote confirmation bias. I'm not here to do that. So let me give you the arguments for and against the claim that Israel is guilty of apartheid. For the claim of apartheid, here's the argument. Human rights groups like Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch have accused Israel of enforcing a system of oppression and domination against Palestinians that meets the international legal definition of apartheid. Okay, these reports that they're giving cite policies like land seizures, unlawful killings, movement restrictions, and denial of citizenship rights that discriminate against Palestinians in a way that resembles the former apartheid system in South Africa. Some Israeli and Jewish academics, they also are starting to use the term apartheid to describe Israel's treatment of Palestinians, arguing the reality on the ground that it matches the legal definition of apartheid. South African leaders like Desmond Tutu have drawn parallels between the two systems, stating the parallels to my own beloved South Africa are painfully stark. Now, here are the claims against apartheid. Okay. This is the argument that there's no such thing as apartheid in Israel. Some international law experts and groups like the ADL argue the accusations of apartheid are preposterous and false and amount to anti-Semitism that singles out Israel. They contend the differences in treatment between Arab Israelis and Palestinians in the West Bank, Gaza, are not racially motivated, but that treatment that these people are getting is based on security needs and citizenship status, not apartheid. The Israeli government strongly rejects the apartheid allegations, calling them part of a Palestinian attempt to dictate the results of the political agreement without negotiations. The Biden administration has also pushed back against labeling Israel's actions as apartheid. In 2023, the US House passed a resolution stating that Israel is not a racist or apartheid state. And in recent years, the Biden administration has said it disagreed with human rights analysis that argue that Israel practices apartheid. Okay, in January 2023, the European Commission also said that it is not appropriate to associate the term apartheid with the Israeli state. Therefore, you be the judge, okay? If you remember why the attacks on October 7th came from Gaza is because Israel gave that land to the Palestinians. You don't give people free land if you're an apartheid state. You don't have people in your government who represent other non-Jewish people like Arab Israelis and so on, and Muslims in your government if you're an apartheid state. But you know what? If you want to act like an idiot and lose your job, fail to agree on what is actually true. Lastly, remember we're inverting the problem. If you want to act like an idiot and lose your job, like these 50 employees at Google, go ahead and bite the hand that feeds you. How are you going to be an employee that protests against a customer on the clock and expect not to be let go? Someone might argue, Sean, if you are not political, why are you bringing this up? The answer is that I've made it my responsibility to help you learn how to think clearly so you can make better decisions. That's my time. I got to get back to work. I appreciate you guys watching Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. Visit my X profile to learn more. If we're not friends already, what are we even doing? Come on. It's not necessary to follow me, but I do follow others who are adding value. They have something to contribute. They're funny. They're smart. But you know what? It's your choice. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. That is the message for today. Now, on to other business. I think it's a good idea if we show this disclaimer before my next announcement.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
The reason I have to roll that is my team and I are looking for brokers and other investors to partner with to buy our first apartment building. What? Yeah, buying apartment building, multifamily real estate. Don't tell me I can't, because I know that we can. Together we can. We're now accepting accredited and non-accredited investors to subscribe to our wait list. You can go to Inveresta.com. Multifamily investors, brokers, even motivated sellers, hit me up on our profile on X for Inveresta. You're welcome to talk to me there, or, let's just be friends. Come on. The profile is at Inveresta on X, formerly known as Twitter. Lastly, I have a newsletter that goes out. Coincidentally, this week is about Google. Methods of Prosperity, aka the Billionaire Letters, is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues and it's possible to learn from history. I don't have it all figured out. Do you? Fortunately, we can notice what has proven to be effective in order to accumulate wealth Okay, we don't have to make all the mistakes ourselves. We're going to make our own amount of mistakes, but we don't have to make stupid mistakes that we can avoid. All we have to do, this is my theory, is pay attention to what consistently works. So, like I said, right now we're studying the guys who started Google. And you know what? Number one, they dominate search. How do they do it? Let's figure it out. How do you dominate your industry? Let's figure it out. Come on, man. Sign up at hello.seanallenfenn.com/methods. There's also a Web3 version of it. Last but not least, some of you know I make music for the pure enjoyment of the creative act, and I'm working on a new album. Listen, there's more to it than that. By and large, there seems to be a void in the scene for authentic community. Not anymore. We've opened up the mastermind for self actualizers who find value in helping each other succeed.
What I don't know is more than what I do. I need you to help me put it all together.
For details, go to safenewmedia.com/mastermind. That's it for today's show. I appreciate you guys watching. Share this with somebody. Even if you make fun of me, I don't care, as long as it's funny. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter, on this subject right now. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, yours truly, Sean Allen Fenn. By the way, my ideology is to have no ideologies. But wait, that's an ideology too. I don't know. Life is crazy. What can I tell you? Belong higher. Join our community. Get your mastermind key today. That's it. I got to go. I appreciate you guys watching Hidden Secrets Revealed Live. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.